Hi. Today's book will be Grandmaster of the Money Cultivation by Mo Xiang Tong Xiu. It's a very interesting book. It's a Chinese novel and it came out, 3, maybe 4 or 5 years ago. Anyway, so I thought it would be an interesting book to talk about. I have someone with me today. She's a very big fan of Grandmaster of the Money Cultivation. Her name is Emanuela. Say hi.
Hi. Good. Whatever time zone you're in. It's nice to meet you all and to be a part of this very interesting journey that we will be going on as we delve into the world of Chinese book writing. This is actually one of my favorite books. I've read it over and over and over again, and I can say that it's one of the best written Chinese books I've had the pleasure of reading. The author is a really interesting author, and she has a way of captivating her audience. I hope you would get to love and enjoy this book as we go on this journey together the same way I do, and to appreciate every part of it as much as I do. Yeah, so it's nice meeting all of you.
Right, so in order to start, Grandmaster of the Money Cultivation, it's a novel that was set in ancient times and in a setting of... The Chinese name of the book is Mo Dao Zhu Shi. I think if you're looking for it, you'll find it online as Mo Dao Zhu Shi, or you can simply search in English as Grandmaster of the Money Cultivation. Anyway, so like I was saying earlier, set in ancient times, and this book really explains what being a friend really is all about. It really shows you what friendship is all about. The book is about loyalty, and it really sets the standard for things you should look for in a relationship too, as well. I think Ella's favorite character is Lan Wangji, so please introduce Lan Wangji to us.
Lan Wangji, courtesy name Lan Guangjun.
Lan Guangjun.
Lan Wangji, courtesy name Han Guangjun, is the one of the top students of a sect called, what's that, the sect name?
Lan Clan.
The Lan Clan.
Lan Clan of Gusu.
And the Lan Clan of Gusu is basically a joyless, boring sect or clan, in that they are very, very calm. They pursue very gentle aesthetics, and they prefer, temperance, and they have a lot, and they love discipline a lot, so they have a lot of rules. They are typically known by their dress, which is white. They dress in a white dress, and they have a white hairband. They are the only clan amongst the 4 clans, I think,
yes,
that have a white hairband. They are generally known to be powerful and well respected, and
they practice swords.
They practice swords. Lan Wangji's brother Lan Zichen practices. His weapon is a flute. So these are more very calm aesthetics. Reading in the book, you would get to be seeing the book from Wei Wuxian's side of things mostly. But if you were someone who has a very vivid imagination, you'll be able to see that from both sides. You can also get to see things from their point of view. They have this. Lan Wangji was born into a very strict clan, so he grew up knowing and loving discipline and abiding strictly by rules. One of their rules is to be up promptly at 5 a.m. and to fall asleep promptly at, I think,
9 p.m.
9 p.m. And no matter what he does at all times, he falls asleep no matter where he is, promptly at 9 p.m. to wake up promptly at 5 a.m. And you will get to be seeing the sides of discipline and the sides of fierce loyalty, because the Lan clan are also known for their fierce loyalty. They are very loyal. They are not the type of clan to betray. And they grew up with such strict rules and strict discipline that they take it as a way of life. So from them I would expect you to see a lot of if you are more of a free spirit, you'll see them as more of a very weird sect. But when you go further and you delve further into the character of Lan Zhan, you'll get to see that there is a fun, loving side to them all, but they tend to temper that side with their more strict and serious persona. Now, Lao Wangji has a brother, Lan Zichen. Lao Wangji is one of the two jades of the Glan clan of Gusum. The second jade is his brother, Lan Zichen. They are both very beautiful and very talented young men. They are like one of the most powerful in the whole, among the whole clans. They are well respected, and they achieved a whole lot at very tender ages. So they're able to cultivate very hard and make a name for themselves among the sects at a very tender age. So you'll be getting to meet them, and I hope you will get to love them as much as I do. But everybody has a preference, so probably not.
Yes, true. And the second lead, actually the main lead, Wei Wuxian, God's name of child Wei, the most free-spirited of all the free-spirited people you could ever possibly meet. He made Lao Wangji's life a misery when he came to their clan. But he was very cool, and he was very awesome, and he was a genius, a talented genius. He didn't have to struggle with cultivation and whatnot. He was very, very good.
And he was very proud too.
And he was a peacock, true. But he met Lao Wangji when they came to Lan Clan of Gusu for some lectures, and he decided, you know what, you cannot be this strict and this straight-faced in your life. You need some fun in it. And he picked Lao Wangji as his target, and he made his life.
He insinuated himself into his life, he made sure that no matter what, Lao Wangji must learn to see things from his own point of view. I can say he succeeded in a way. I would also say he failed, in that Lao Wangji still stuck to his guns, but at the same time he got to see that there is more to life than what he's used to.
Yes. I think one of my favorite parts of the book was when Wei Wuxian died, and Lan Zhan got there, but he got to the burial grounds really late, so he wasn't able to stop what happened to Wei Wuxian. And
no, he was with Wei Wuxian when Wei Wuxian died, because after it was after the whole battle, and Wei Wuxian was like tired, and his powers were getting the best of him. The demonic power was already too much, and he couldn't contain it anymore, because he didn't have the Stygian tiger amulet anymore. So the spirits were agitated, everything was out of control, and he was practically losing it, and he was dying. So Lan Zhan was there with him, even though he couldn't remember that Lan Zhan was there with him when he died. He couldn't remember those parts of it, but Lan Zhan was there. He stood by him. He was giving him all the love and the support that he needed, even though Wei Wuxian would end up not remembering any part of it. So
let's talk about another interesting character, Jiang Cheng.
Yeah.
Wei Wuxian's brother. Or should we say his half brother, or not really his brother, because they weren't really brothers, but they were brought up as brothers, but they weren't really brothers. I think one of the things with Jiang Cheng was, one of the Jiang Cheng's characteristics was the fact that he was always jealous of Wei Wuxian. But really, the jealousy is not his fault,
It's not
though.
his fault, yeah.
Yes, because his mom brought him up with that idea that Wei Wuxian was always doing better than him and he needed to be better than Wei Wuxian because he was supposed to lead the Jiang clan.
Yeah,
you understand?
Jiang clan of Yunmeng.
Yes, the Jiang Yunmeng clan. He was supposed to lead them, and then he couldn't be having Wei Wuxian beating him, being better than him. So the jealousy part, I did understand where jealousy was coming from, but I just thought he could have done a lot of things much better if he didn't have the jealousy thing as a huge factor.
Yeah. I believe he was someone who was loyal until he was not. And he didn't really see what he was doing as being disloyal. He just felt he was doing his very best for his clan as much as he could, because he felt like, oh, I can't keep on fighting these people. Wei Wuxian is doing too much. And I get where he was coming from, because he became sect leader when he was not prepared to be. So with the unfortunate deaths of his parents, so he was probably trying to be all protective of what was left of his sect. And Wei Wuxian was kind of like this wild free spirit who jumped into things without thinking. Act first, think about it later.
Yes.
So all the things that Wei Wuxian was doing, because Wei Wuxian grew up in the same Jiang sect as he did, so everything was like reflecting badly on the sect as a whole. And because Wei Wuxian was the type of act first, think later kind of person, when the repercussions or the repercussions of his actions start coming up, he doesn't really know how to change things, because sometimes he has already gone too far and it's something that you can't just go back and change. So he doesn't really know what to do from there. He was a genius, but he was someone who pushed. He had such a firm belief in himself, and when he has an idea, he just has to see it through until the end, regardless of what the consequences are. So when the consequences start coming back, Jiang Cheng has to be the one to like step up
and pick up the pieces
and like clean up after him. So Jiang Cheng felt, oh, I'm always going to have to be cleaning up after you, and you don't listen to me. I'm trying to make you see that you need to stop. You need to take other people's feelings into consideration. Wei Wuxian was not the type of person that would shy away from a fight. So Jiang Cheng was someone who was always having to be the peacemaker, the one who's always having to apologize, to make because there were people who were more powerful or in positions of power that could make a big mess. And Wei Wuxian does not mind who he annoys,
who stores his steps on. But Jiang Cheng now has to be the one to go in and be like, oh, we're sorry. We didn't mean it like that. It's not supposed to be like that. Oh, don't be mad about it. And that's not exactly good for his sect, because everything that Wei Wuxian does, whether he likes it or not, reflects badly on his sect. So he didn't really want to betray him, or he didn't really plan to betray him. He just was a victim of circumstances that were not within his control, and he was trying so hard to control it, but at the end of the day, he probably couldn't. So he had no choice but to just. So he was loyal until he felt he couldn't be anymore. And even when he felt he couldn't be anymore, he still tried his best, to make Wei Wuxian not feel like, oh, I'm betraying you, I'm pushing you away, but that at the end of it, no matter what he did, it was always going to come off as a betrayal of sorts. Let's talk about the major villain of the story.
Okay.
Jin Gun Yao.
Now, Jin Gun Yao is a character that grew up with a lot of what should I put it as, self-depreciating feelings. Or he was someone that had very low self-esteem.
Having low self-esteem doesn't mean you need to kill thousands of people to prove a point.
Yes, it doesn't. But he was at heart a schemer. He was someone who schemed, and he felt the only way to get the things he wanted, was to scheme to get them. Now, he was the son of a prostitute, first of all, so the odds were already stacked against him. Now, the son of a powerful man, but born from a prostitute. This is always going to be something that's going to be like repeated stacks against him, no matter how hard he tries to, be good. And this is someone who, let's mind you, he didn't really have something of a cultivation. Let us remember that. So he didn't really cultivate anything. So since he didn't have a cultivation or a golden core, he had to, there was no way for him to prove himself in the world if he wasn't, smart or sly. So all those things he was doing was all, him trying his best to get ahead in life. Now, he had a lot of people who looked down on him. Now, as someone who has no cultivation, in the world of cultivation, where cultivation is like everything,
yes,
and you having no cultivation, and at the same time having to pander to people who are lesser than you or your mates, just because you don't have any cultivation and being the son of a prostitute. I get to an extent where he was coming from, because he felt, the only way to get people to respect me, to appreciate me, is to scheme, to put myself in the better light. And he did that a lot. And that his scheming got a lot of people into serious trouble in places that they didn't expect.
Yes. I think basically we've covered most of the major characters in the novel. So what lessons could you be said could have been taken away from it? Because I feel like as if we spoil the book too much, people will not be interested in reading it.
Yeah.
So I think basically, like, what were the lessons that were learned from the book?
The lessons I believe I picked up from that book is, one, sometimes you have to look beyond what you see. Like in the words of the Lion King, look beyond what you see. Now, where Mo Xiang was always looking at the people who were attacking him, like everybody was not on his side. But what he failed to realize was there was always somebody who, no matter what form he took, no matter what he did, was always on his side. That was Lan Zhan. So sometimes you have to really look close to home for the comforts that you're seeking. Now, what I also learned is you have to be careful who you trust. In the case of Jing Yao and his sworn brother, Naming Dre. Now, Naming Dre trusted Jing Yao until he realized that he was just another stepping stone in the plans that Jing Yao had. So he died because of the betrayal. Now, you have to be careful who you trust. Don't trust people blindly. And always, at all times, expect people to behave like human beings.
Yes.
And it is in a human's way to betray. It's in a human's way to, to be jealous, to, be upset. And sometimes people can't handle the emotions that they are being pushed into. So sometimes you just have to pick what you have and just roll with it. That's just it. But at the same time, I still feel like the greatest love that you could ever receive is loyalty, and that the kind of loyalty that Lan Zhan had for Mo Xiang is the type of loyalty that I feel like I would really, really aspire to have from the people around me and also in relationships.
Yes. So I think basically that covers everything you need to know about the book. Going into the book, if you're about to start reading the book, you would really, really enjoy it. There were a lot of nice comedic scenes in it, a lot of serious scenes, a lot of crying scenes too. I think you'd really, really love it. And
I hope you do. I really hope you do. Give the book a chance, Just give it a chance.
Mo Xiang Tong Xiu draws you in. You won't be able to drop the book. That one is for sure. You won't be able to drop the book at all. There's no room for dropping the book at all. You won't be able to drop it.
Once you get into it,
you won't be able to stop.
Keep reading.
That is how good an author
she
is. You would really, really love the book. Anyway, so that will be the end of this podcast. I do so hope that you would listen to it, check out the book, and then let us know what you think.
Hopefully, we can all discuss the book at some later date.
We will discuss it on Twitter on my handle @VickySarah. So please, if you have any questions, let us know. I hope you have a nice and wonderful week ahead of you. Thank you. Goodbye.